Excuse me. Excuse me, sir. A little bit. Just a tiny pinch of some personal space while I am trying to sleep through the night, borrowing my villager son's bed, please. Oh my goodness, you are all the very curious crew. But I suppose, out of everyone in the world, I am definitely not somebody who should chide you all for your curiosity. Just don't stand on my hair next time. Oh my goodness. Hello everyone. Oh gosh, and I'm still wearing my full armor. Well, there's no need for that. I'm in Zomberry Village. Everything is perfectly safe here, isn't it? It better be. But welcome back to Zomberry Village, here with Zookeeper Seri. And we are currently not working on the zoo. Still, I know, it's a tragedy. But we're currently considering our project of working on the Cathedral of Light. Oh, also, good morning, Junior. How are you today? Still providing all of your various trades, I see. I really should possibly spend... You know what? Steak is really good for my dogs. If I get a little bit lower on the chicken, I might come talk to you in just a bit, Junior. Ash Junior, how are you doing? That's right. The extremely expensive trade you require. Who is opening these doors? Junior? We gotta talk about your possessed doors at some point, but we'll worry about that later. Anyway, Boulder, please get out of the ground. I am trying to get the day started here, and we just have all sorts of conundrums and kerfuffles going on. But good morning, everyone, and welcome back to Zoodesia, or I should say ZooCrafting. And we are back from the desert, which had quite the amazing mystery for us yesterday. I have to admit, I didn't know that new desert that I'm waiting for the perfect name to really jump out at me, but do please still suggest names for this desert right here. It's so pretty. I really am enchanted with the idea of building a cool little temple around this beautiful pool of water, this little oasis, this spring that has sprung up in the middle of the desert, or well, kind of to the edges, but you know what I mean. And it has that gorgeous river that leads into the lagoon, and we plopped over there so that I could do a little bit of collecting of sand. I don't think you can even really see. Maybe right here is where I have been gathering up the sand. And over here, there's actually a ton of graves, which sort of concerns me. As it should, to be completely honest. I should be concerned about a ton of graves just in the middle of a desert that's actually right next to my giraffe exhibit, which is very much not okay. But I don't know what to do about that, and we are currently working on the Cathedral of Light. But I saw a spider jockey riding a skeleton. It has been so long since I have seen something like that in Zoodesia that it really was kind of interesting. But I guess I am a biologist, so I would be the kind of person to be like, oh, I saw the deadly creature. Fascinating. That totally actually makes sense now why I still get excited about those things. because I would be just as excited about seeing a copperhead as long as it was a safe distance away, which the spider jockey was. And a copperhead, for those of you who are not native to North America or are not up to snuff on all of your venomous snakes, is a pretty venomous snake of North America that was always in the Midwest where I was growing up, and once slithered right between the legs of a woman who I was working for when I was working on a flower farm in North Carolina. That's a story to tell one day for sure. Be sure to ask me and remind me about it in the future. For now, I have good news, my friends. We are getting more glass. Oh, hello, Tate. Alia, how are you? Oh, it's good puppies. Oh, my beloved puppies. Okay, you guys sit, because I'm going to be up on top of the cathedral again today, and you really don't appreciate that very much. But we have more glass coming on in, which should hopefully help. I'm actually, I shoved all of these furnaces full of sand, but I'm actually low on wood right now. Okay, we'll throw in the spruce wood. I might need that oak wood for building. Do I have any more wood in my pockets? It's so interesting because you would think that wood would never be a thing. Wood, oh dear. Would never be a thing that you would really run out of in Minecraft. But I actually have been running out of fuel sources a lot lately. And we need fuel in order to make the glass, in order to finish the stained glass roof that is over here on the cathedral. Also, I've been thinking, instead of making the cathedral a box, of maybe pulling the edges down just a little bit, so it's kind of like the rounded edges of the sun rising. We may work on that in just a second, but I'm actually kind of curious right now. So if I looked up fuel, I mean, there's actual fuel, messy, oily kinds of fuel. But if I just wanted glass, so I'm wondering if I had glass and I was going to smelt it, what could I use? In fact, are there more ways than just, no, you just smelt sand or glass dust in order to get glass. And I think it's just slabs. I have slabs. I mean, there's tons of different fuel sources I could use. Magic wood slabs, mangrove wood slabs. I could just go find a forest that I don't mind temporarily deforesting. A sacred oak wood slab. I think not. Thank you very much. The sacred oaks are sacred for a reason. But there's also rubber actually, and rubber is pretty easy to get. And I think that the raw rubber actually makes pretty good fuel resources. You can actually smelt it into rubber bars, but you can also use rubber as a fuel source, if I remember correctly. Which makes me, I should probably go find some rubber trees. And rubber trees are technically invasive trees, so I don't mind removing them. I might have to ride Aster Seed and go get more fuel if we need it to finish off the roofing. But you may notice that the roof actually looks a little bit different than last time. And that's on purpose. I came up here and swapped out a whole bunch of the yellow. Let's see if I can, okay, I'm gonna have to show you guys. But we had a different type of yellow glass up here that had streaks in it. It was borderless yellow glass. That is what it was, my dear sheep. You're quite cute. I would name you sheep if I could at the moment. I don't think I have an anvil handy, but I do have a name tag. Okay, I might be able to remedy this. I actually like you a lot. You have hung out with me for a long time while I have been taking care of this cathedral. So I kind of want to take him into the village and name him Sheep, just because he's here. Alright, come here, buddy. Alright. Ugh, don't mind me, puppies. That was an okay fall. But I actually think there is an anvil in the village now that I think about it. In the blacksmith's shop. Let me drop the sheep over there. And this will also actually get the sheep out of my way. Because you are a little bit distracting, my good friend. Hello, blacksmith. How are you today? Oh, interesting. Complicated railroad tracks. I will remember that. May I please? Sir? Sir, may I please? I literally want to use the anvil right there. May I please? May I please? Sir? Sir? Are you barring my entry? Two can play in this game. There we go. Ha! I'm sorry to have like absurd your desire to keep me out, but I have to name this sheep. And I built this house and I gave it to you. And now I sound like some sort of like angry teenager's parent being like, I gave you this home all these years. You better listen to me, Junior. Well, Junior, my son Junior, does indeed listen to me quite often. So that's not a problem. All right. Or did you broke your doors, didn't you? That's his problem. It's less a matter of the fact that he doesn't want me in his blacksmith shop, and I think that he broke his doors through using the hinges too often. There you go, my friend. Your door is properly closed now. I'm pretty sure being a villager you wanted that to happen, but the glare you are giving me right now, my goodness. Alright, and Sheep is now a new member of Zomberry Village, possibly temporarily, but at least he's out of my way now. And what on earth was I talking about before Sheep was adorable and I had to get him? Ah, yes. I changed the type of glass that's actually on top of the cathedral to, I don't remember what it's called. We'll find out in just a second as soon as I get my chisel. And we also need to grab all of these dandelions and this glass. Do I need anything else? I don't think I need anything else. Oh, and I put up some more marble pieces here and there. Oh, I do need to get some of the glowstone. Alright, because we're going to infuse some of these blocks with glowstone. Alright, here's a ton of the glass. And now I need to make a whole bunch of yellow dye. Don't mind me. All those dandelions. I did find a great big patch of dandelions, actually, that we can go and work with if we need to. Alright, let me jump up here. And yeah, I think knocking these blocks down a little bit so that we can have a slightly larger area. No, I needed that particular... I literally needed that particular block, curses. Let's see. And then I was thinking we could like remove this spot and remove this spot. Oh dear, I didn't mean to remove that many. All right, here. I'll show you guys. I'm trying to explain and I'm just making a mess of it. Let me get all this dog food out of my pockets. But I will show you guys what I mean. We used to have the borderless yellow glass for the stained glass, but I think that the yellow glass panels actually look a lot better. Kind of like more intentional use of the sunlight ray idea, which is what we're going for here. So it's kind of like the rays of the sun bear down upon this. Oops, Daisy. Wow, I forgot you could like physically chisel something. That totally escaped my mind. That really should have just done that instead of gone through with Chick Pickety to pluck all the blocks up before. That would have saved me a lot of time. Seri, sometimes you are silly indeed. Then I think I'm gonna come down one more block. But let's see how that looks instead. Oh, I like that so much better. Oh my goodness, that's so lovely. Lily, Tate, Alia, I am so happy. Yes, that is what constant experimentation and a willingness to block down or like knock blocks down because you happen to have silk touch can get you. Oh, that makes me happy. All right, and then we're also going to come over and remove these blocks right here. And we are going to swap them out with glowstone infused. Let's see, I'll just move that out of the way just in case. And I'm going to put this guy right there. And I'm going to move this guy. There we go. And now we're going to grab carpenter's blocks. And we are going to infuse some glowstone into this spot right here. Oh, that's much better. There's just so much darkness in our world lately, and I have no idea why. That little rock, too, you can see the faint outline of the glowstone it's full of, and it's just not working for some reason. Oh, it makes me nervous to imagine why that could be, but there we go. Okay. Like so. And then, actually, I just had an idea. Do I have my carpenter's block on me? I do not. All right, we'll be back up in just a second. There we go so far. And I think I'm going to go ahead and put sloped blocks at the edges. So it's like the sun is sitting on top up there. And I really, really like that actually. I kind of want to move those two marble blocks down another spot or two as well. But oh my gosh. What a complicated build this has turned out to be. And it totally wasn't supposed to be. This was supposed to be super easy. We were just supposed to be in and out, be able to just plop down a whole bunch of beautiful spots, a nice tree. Everybody can always use nice tree. To be completely honest, there should be a whole bunch of white peafowl fluttering about by now. I put this wall in while I was exchanging the glass and waiting for glass to smelt too, by the way. But I don't even have the peafowl in here yet. And I'll explain in a little bit why we're going to be filling the courtyard of the cathedral with peafowl. It'll make complete sense once I explain it. Basically, in fact, that just makes it sound more confusing, so I should just explain it. But albino peafowl in the exotic birds mod by our very own Pavocado actually happen to do something very, very special indeed. They lay ingots. They lay ingots. The male albino peafowl will actually, miraculously it seems, lay ingots of gold. And that suits our purposes here very, very well indeed. We will be able to put in a whole bunch of albino peafowl into the courtyard once we complete it, and they will be the majestic animal, the very special animal, the companion animal of the priest of light, the priests and priestesses of light, because they will lay gold ingots, and that is very important for our purposes. Curses, I missed. All right, let's see. Is this the spot? Yeah, there we go. All right. Yeah, it actually seems to be a little bit more important than I realized to take some time to put down some carpenter's blocks and smack that glowstone in there. There we go. What about now? Here we go. All right. And here we go. Is this? Huh. I'll figure out how I messed that up in a little bit. Oh, man. This is a little bit precarious. I didn't realize that it would take so long, and I didn't realize that it would be so hard to put down so much glass. I really thought this would be done by now, but that's okay. You have to appreciate the journey sometimes. And actually, guys, the journey to building this cathedral has already taken us to places I had not anticipated, like that beautiful, beautiful desert and the discoveries therein. And to be completely honest, wandering hither and thither throughout the realms of the land and searching for little bits and bobs of resources while cuddling my puppies reminds me very, very much of the old days of yore in Zoodesia. And I hope it reminds some of you guys of that too, if you're like long-term ZooCrafters. I know our patrons, there's a ton of like older patrons who are really cool. And by older, I mean like my age too, which is quite delightful now and then. But they have been just laughing and talking about how much happier and more at ease I seem in Zoodesia. And it's true, which is why, one of the big reasons, why I hope we can bring back a lot of that feeling of light. Also, was that villager like right behind me? Be careful, little ones, it is night. You should not come out. In fact, I should probably be wearing my armor, but... well, you take the risks you do. Alright, so I think I can get this. Just sprinkle the glass on top. Hopefully this will look really nice from the inside. And I think we do need to go over... Oh, curses, I'll have to replace that block too. I think that we definitely do need to come over to the other side and just lower the edges a little bit like this, because it looks so good. Might as well just get that done right now. All right, pop over here. I think it needs to be like 3 down, and then 1, 2, and then both of these need to be taken out. And then I think I need to replace the blues with the yellow right there. Oh, I need to go down 1 more. Okay. All right, I see. And that should do it. That should do it. All right, and then it comes back up on this side. Voila. And we are making a little arching sun. Oh, that's a cow. Thank goodness. I'm so jumpy about what could be jumping out of us. Quite literally jumping out at us in Zoodesia now. And let's see. Oh no, that was my last little bit of glowstone I had on me. Ah well, we'll get more. And I think I'm about to run out. Dang it, and I'm about to run out of glass again, but for a different reason. Oh wait, here's a little bit more. We're so close to finishing this. But yeah, in the old world, and thankfully I'm trying to add like a few pages every day to our wiki. And that may seem really random to mention, but I'm constantly mentioning like, yeah, in the old world and things that honestly, sometimes I don't even remember all the details correctly of. So it's really fun to know as I slow down and need a couple of bites of apple sandwich. It's really fun to know that I'm working on a resource. So if you're wondering like, when did we plant the first rainbow oak tree? Who was the first villager that I de-zombified and claimed as my own? Like, why are Lily and Tate related? Like, they have the greatest origin story of all. I'll be able to share all those things with you soon. Oh, that's so cool! That is so cool! I don't know. I don't know what to do with the front of it very, very much. I sort of feel like something important needs to go in the middle. I'm not exactly sure what. Maybe like marble or something? I have no idea. I honestly have no idea what I should put right there. But I think this is quite nice. I apparently have missed a huge spot, to say the least, of putting up some of the glass that we need to fill in. And it does come off as a little bit weird, blending itself all together like this. I'm sort of wondering if I should actually replace all of the bottom parts where it's green, like the grass block, with blues, but I think this is good. I think this is good. We'll figure out what to do in the middle too. But unfortunately, my friends, we're still not done, even though I thought today would be the day that we finished and we could move on to a couple other things. But that's okay. That's what adventures... I don't think I can... Well, maybe if I jump onto the lantern... Oh, fantastic. I can get a few pieces done at least. Yay! All right, wonderful. Now I just need to get more. Oh no, wait, I didn't need that many. I didn't need that many pieces there. No. Oh, do I have any? Oh, and I don't even have any blue. Oh, well. All right, let's see. And okay, can't reach. All right, well, I need more wood. I need more fuel of some type, actually. And this is actually a common enough problem that I'm beginning to think I should head over and I should try to snag myself a whole bunch of rubber trees. Rubber trees. And I know exactly where I would put them in order to have a occasional pile of rubber trees to go and chop down. Especially since I have a feeling I'm going to be doing, over time, a lot of work. Oh, look, you can see the little... Oh, that's so cute. You can see where the grass, or like the glass is spreading and the different colors are spreading on the map. Oh, that's nice. Now we'll always know where the Cathedral of Light is. But I am low on fuel, and that is like frustrating because it feels like such a basic thing to be able to have so that I can get some of my projects done. And rubber trees grow very quickly. They happen to give you a ton of rubber and a ton of rubber saplings. And I happen to know of a very wide open area that also happens to have a ton of dandelions, aster seed, that we could actually utilize. And it's not in the highlands, believe it or not, but I do know a wide open area that we could utilize as just a little forest to kind of put some of those basic things. And it's actually... Aster seed, you're going so fast the world can't keep up. It's actually right... Here we go. Here we go. Down. Here we go. Here, right down here. And don't mind that gigantic train thing. That was a project that Ben was working on that I literally have no idea what we're going to do about now. But welcome everyone. This big gigantic field, this open space that I just heard a monster growling at me in somehow. This is perfect for just plopping down an entire forest of things that I will need to continue to cut down, because once upon a time, this beautiful, beautiful field that is now Forest Hills was a wasteland biome, and it has been completely and beautifully transformed, much to my heart's content. I mean, look, you can see as we explore it further, the biome has been transformed as far as the eye can see, all thanks to the hard work and efforts of this one beautiful tree of transformation that we brought back from Twilight Forest oh so long ago. Oh my goodness, it's a beautiful thing, this is. And sometimes if I put my ear... Can I hear it now? Oh, just a couple strains so faint. I know you guys wouldn't have heard it. But there's a soft music that plays and actually spreads through this area. And it transformed the wasteland into this gorgeous, gorgeous biome. I don't know how far its powers spread, but I definitely need to get my hands on more of those precious trees. But this is the spot I was thinking we could bring some rubber saplings to and some oak trees and kind of have like a little resource farm that is just, you know, it's even got a whole bunch of dandelions, which I do need a ton of dandelions right about now so that I can make a whole bunch of yellow dye. I don't feel badly because this area wasn't some sort of pristine wilderness that we found and then I had to just like rip every blade of grass and every plant and every animal up from and every ore in order to build my zoo. This was a wasteland that we converted with technically our own two hands and a lot of help from that thing over there. And I really have no idea what we're going to do with that big train thing that Ben built. We'll figure that out in the future, but that was his project, so I'm not really going to stick my nose in it too much just yet. Let's see. I almost tried to jump on the back of that chocobo. Let's not aster seed. Let's see. So many dandelions. But yeah, because this area used to be wasteland, I don't feel as weird about like planting things here and then cutting them down all the time. And eventually we can transform it into some sort of special biome. Oh, what a beautiful butterfly. But for now, it makes a great open spot that we can just have as a spot to work on those kinds of projects that we need, resources we need in. So the next task, aster seed, is to find some rubber trees. And I think the nearest rubber trees are actually going to be over in my temperate forest area. So we're flying high because I refuse to cut down all of these beautiful jungle trees. Oh wait, I think bamboo. Aster seed! I think fast-growing bamboo can actually be used as a resource of fuel. Here, let's come over. Oh, aster seed. Okay, whoa, a little bit. Wow, how are we going to get back up, aster seed? And apparently I'm supposed to put indigo bunting and other bird exhibits here. Gosh, all of the little lost notes to myself I find absolutely everywhere. But I forgot about bamboo. That might potentially be a really, really good renewable resource too. Alright, let's go ahead. This, my friends, which many of you have possibly never seen before, is the Red Panda exhibit! Huzzah, Red Pandas! And it is full of bamboo and adorable red pandas that I love very, very deeply. And one day we might have to have a special little naming ceremony for. But the bamboo is one of the fastest growing things I know of. Even faster, by far, actually, than anything else I know of, especially faster than rubber trees, which are already pretty fast. So I'm going to go ahead and collect a ton of it. And it looks like I'm like knocking down all of the Red Panda's bamboo, but I promise you, we'll turn around for 5 minutes and this stuff will have grown back. It is so fast. And I think it might be a good fuel resource. And if it isn't, then we'll go ahead and find the rubber saplings. I still think I want to fill up the entire area. Let's see. Are these bamboos? I still think I want to fill up, well, not the entire area, but a lot of the former wasteland with tons of trees that we can cut down. Because I do need a lot of wood. I just hate to take it, as you guys know by now, from established biomes in our world. Because they're so pretty. And once you cut a biome down and rip it to shreds, it's almost impossible to restore it properly. Alright. Alright, Aster Seed. Let's see. Oh, sorry about just running right up to your feathery rump there. But let's see if I can turn this into fuel. And if the bamboo can become fuel, then that actually changes everything and makes my life so much easier. And I might have to plant like little groves of bamboo and everyone will think they're decorative and they will secretly be functional gardens, Aster Seed. My favorite thing in the world. Gardens that serve multiple purposes. Also, hang in there, buddy. You're going so fast, the world is having a hard time keeping up with you. Alright, land right here, my friend. And is this gonna work? Because if this isn't gonna work, it makes everything so much simpler. Alright, hang in there, puppies. And go, bamboo, go! I'm so disappointed right now, Lily. No! I was so helpful. Wait, I think I can craft the bamboo into blocks. Hang on here. Maybe this will still work. I know for a fact. Hang on. Okay, wait. This is not gonna work, is it? Okay, this will work, but I don't know how efficient it really could be called. You have to craft the bamboo into sticks, and if I strip the bamboo down, and then I put the bamboo into big giant blocks, and then I stick the big giant blocks of bamboo into the furnace, then I can actually use it as a fuel source. That doesn't exactly strike me as an exceptionally effective way of doing this, but it is working. It is working. So we'll start there. All right. You know what? Hey, I think that I'll get a lot more out of actually going ahead and getting the rubber saplings going, but that gets us started on something. What? Who knows? But something. Oh my goodness. All right, guys. I think I have enough of the glass inside of my furnaces to be able to wrap up the top of this area and maybe play with a few more bits and pieces of what's going on with our Cathedral of Light. But I am ready to wrap up this project and I am ready to start building a few of the last key pieces that we need before we're going to be able to move on to another project. Or maybe it's just that I'm really feeling like stretching my wings and maybe checking on a little adventurous area somewhere in our world. I am indeed a woman prone to enjoying and absolutely loving adventure. Alright, let's eat our apple sandwiches. I really hope I can finish this. I think I'm going to try to before you guys see me. And I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.